Hi everybody, welcome to today's Tuesday Talk. I checked and it's actually been about 6 or more weeks since I've done a Tuesday Talk. The last one was published on July 4th. So I apologize for that. For those that don't know, I have moved from the lower mainland of BC around the Langley area. I'm now in the Victoria area on Vancouver Island, and it was a huge effort, and it continues to be a huge effort. So there's a lot going on, but I'm starting to get more organized. I'm starting to get settled in, and so September's coming up, and my September plans are starting to evolve, and so I just want to talk about that. So I'm going to talk about September plans, both for myself and the channel. And I should say, you're going to hear seagulls and you're going to hear float planes, those seaplanes going over, because we're fairly close to wherever they land. So excuse all the noises, but my September plans, I'm going to talk about that for myself, for the channel, and I also want to spend a few minutes talking about the safety of eating cod livers, because that comes up from time to time, and I want to address that. So I already told you where I've been. Now I'm ready to get started in September. I'm going to clean up my carnivore program a bit, be more mindful, avoid the things that I know, even though they're carnivore and they're perfectly legit for many people. For me, they cause issues, and that would mostly be too much dairy. So I actually haven't had any dairy in a few days. I did manage to stay the last 3 months when all this chaos has been going on. I managed to stay within a 5-pound range, up, down, up, down, up, down. I'm ready to continue with the down, and so I want to clean up. I am going to start tracking my food again. I started a couple of days ago, which means I'm weighing and measuring my food just so I know what's happening there. And the same going to happen. I'm going to take my own measurements and my weight. I'm going to get back to that. And just be accountable. So in terms of being accountable for myself, a couple of things. I am going to be getting some personal one-on-one coaching from Alice and Kevin. So I, met them just before I moved. I met them back in June. I'm very impressed with that couple. They're very detail-oriented and analytical, and they really have laid out a very complete program, I believe. So I'll keep you updated on how I do with that. I'm just getting started with them. I also have signed up for group coaching with Kelly Hogan, and she fills up fast. I wanted to start in September, but when I looked it up, she was full for September, so I have signed up for October, which I'm happy about. So I'm doing both group and one-on-one coaching. I'm serious here. So and I think there's a place for both. They're totally different. They don't accomplish the same things as far as I'm concerned. But it's something that I encourage everyone to experience for themselves if they can. And so I'm glad that I'm going to be doing both. As far as plans for the channel, the biggest one is getting more organized so that I can get back to my routine I was doing 3 pieces of content a week, whether it was Tuesday talks, recipes, interviews, so I want to get back to that. It's been hard to do that many, and I have one final week of chaos this week. So this week is the last week of August. I've got 2 of my sons are moving in to the suite downstairs. They've been half living here, well, mostly living at the old place. One of them has, virtually finished moving in here. He just has a few things at the old place. So they've been kind of going back and forth, bringing stuff over, getting the kitchen ready downstairs. I mean, right now, I think they just plugged in the stove yesterday. And right now they don't really have any cupboards because they're waiting for a countertop, and so, there's all kinds of stuff going on. It's been a little bit chaotic. So the final push is this week, because September 1st, they need to be out of the old place that they're in because new people are moving in there. So yeah, it's going to be busy this week, and I want to help them as much as we can. And so that's what's happening there. And also my oldest son from the mainland, now I call it the mainland rather than the island. I used to go visit the island. Now I'm on the island, and people from the mainland hopefully will come. My son is coming, and my granddaughter, and they're coming at the end of this week. So it's just going to be a really busy week. You're not going to see too much happening over the next week, but I want to get back to my schedule. So I'm going to do Tuesday talks again whenever I can. Hopefully weekly, as long as I have something to talk about. I started to do weekly lives, and there's quite a demand for them, but they're not, not everybody likes the lives, and that's fine. I've had people say, well, they're too long, they're an hour. You don't have to be at a live to watch a live. You can watch it the next day or whatever, and you can speed it up. Just, you can make it shorter. So, just putting that out there. The difference, with the Tuesday talk and the live is that people can, in the chat, they can ask questions that can be answered right away, hopefully. So a lot of people like that. They like that interaction. So I will continue to do the weekly lives because there is a demand for it, and people definitely want them. But there's another group of people who like the Tuesday talks because they're pre-recorded. They can listen to them in their car, more like a podcast or whatever. So as long as I have something to talk about, I will do Tuesday talks, and I will do, kitchen videos. And that'll vary whether I do, one a week or two a week. I don't know yet. I do really enjoy talking to other people. I just love hearing people's stories. I love talking to them about what they're doing and how, what it means to their lives and their family and their health. And so that will continue. I won't have an interview every week or anything like that. But I plan to talk to whoever is willing to talk to me because I just find this so interesting. Love doing that. So you'll be seeing some of that. I'm also going to be bringing guests on my live. It won't be every week, but I'm going to try to do it, at least twice a month. Have a guest 2 or 3 times a month, and so that's the goal there. So now I do have a topic that I'm just going to take a few minutes to talk about. If you've been watching any of my, what I eat in a day or a week, and I've even done a couple of recipes, I like cod livers, canned cod livers. And so I eat those a lot, and not a lot. Wait, I'm going to clarify that. I used to eat them 0 times, and now I eat a can weekly. So that is a lot compared to people who don't eat them. First of all, if cod livers were poisonous, all of us baby boomers should be dead by now. So, because I don't know about you, but when I was growing up, the thing that you got from your parents, and I hear people talking about it all the time, was a tablespoon of cod liver every day. That was the way that people kept their kids healthy back then. And I'm sure that many of you who are watching can attest to that. And you're still here to talk about it. I am still here to talk about it. Do I want to eat a tablespoon of cod liver a day? No. But I do enjoy the cod livers. So I did look into, I did a little bit of research here, and what I discovered as far as benefits of eating cod livers are you get a really good dose of vitamins A and D, and for vitamin A especially, you're getting more than the daily dose. So what I do with my can of cod liver is I usually eat half a can one day, and then the next day I eat the other half. And that's it for the week. I'll do the same the following week if I remember. I don't always remember. But I feel like that's a good amount. So the other thing that happens is, or the other benefit, reduction of inflammation because of the omega-3s, very high in omega-3s. And, you know, for those of you that are my age, you know, we've got some aches and pains, and I could feel a difference from having regular sardines and my weekly can of cod liver. I have a knee injury right now. It's not going to cure my knee injury, but I know it's helping with the pain. I'm getting an x-ray soon on this. The doctor is ordering one for me. So it reduces inflammation. It can help with your bone health, and that is also important for people my age, certainly. It can reduce joint pain and rheumatoid arthritis symptoms. And so I'm going to link you to where I'm getting this information from. There's a couple of articles that I found with this information. It can help maintain your eye health. It helps to reduce triglycerides, and it raises your HDL, you know, the so-called good cholesterol. It also can help with anxiety and depression, and it can heal stomach and gut ulcers. So I did find a study on one of those government websites, which I will also link below, where they studied the safety of having fish oils and having canned cod livers. So, and the conclusion of that study is the consumption of fish oil in capsules or canned cod liver is safe and healthy and should be encouraged. So I am not worried about poisoning myself. I don't think I'm going to die because I eat a weekly can of cod livers. Would I eat them every day? No, because they are super high in vitamin A, and you can build up some vitamin A toxicity if you're eating large amounts of liver every day. And, you know, don't eat a daily can of cod livers. I wouldn't recommend it, but I'm not afraid to eat a weekly can, and nor should you be. But everybody should, you know, just take a look at what I'm going to link below, make your own decision on it. And, you know, I feel like my health is better for it. So for those of you who are on the fence and wondering and have asked me, there it is. I'll link those below for you. So that's all I have to talk about today. And please, you know, if you have a topic you want me to discuss, either on Tuesday Talk or in an upcoming live, I'm more than happy to hear about it. This, you know, this whole subject of healing our bodies with natural foods is near and dear to my heart, and I am happy to look into these sorts of things for you guys and talk about them. So I will wrap up today's Tuesday Talk and see you guys this week. One last thing. So I hope you caught my interview this week with Hope and Andy from Mission Keto. I am going to be on a live tonight with Jeff from Everyday Carnivore, tonight being Tuesday. If you missed it, go watch the replay. And I do have an upcoming interview. I will be on the semi-retired Bob's channel. He interviewed me recently, and I think he said it was coming out the first week of September. So I am going to be around regardless of how many videos I'm able to make this week. So I hope you catch some of that. So we'll see you guys on the next Tuesday Talk or in my kitchen. Bye.